TV, and you know we had to do it. We're back with another one. Who are we talking about today? Today we're talking about the Pistons and the Wizards and the Warriors and the Grizzlies. So we'll just dive on the East, talk about some stats, talk about some trades that happened. So let's just dive into it, jump into it. So the Pistons got another win. So big ups to them. Y'all know they had the 28 losing streak. So it was like they had to cut that out. They end up winning with Toronto, and then they went back on a 7-game losing streak, and then they beat the Wizards last night, 129-117. So big ups to you guys for, just getting that win and making things happen last night. Let's just let's just dive into some stats and then talk about the game last night. The person I want to talk about is going to be Alex Burks, going off for 34 points. And then he scored 8 threes last night, shot 8 threes, made them. So it was like big ups to you for getting that, coming off the bench, being a vet, and just giving that opportunity to be like, it's my time to shine. I'm getting ready to show up and show out. And I feel like that's just what he did. So it was like big ups to you, basically for getting that, especially as a vet type of player, that doesn't get that many minutes when you only average about 11 points per game. So for you to just show up and do what you needed to do, big ups to you. And I really enjoy watching that, and I'm really happy to see the Pistons getting more than, now they are at 4 wins now, so it's like it's going to gradually pick up, and I see that happening. I feel like they played great defense. It was basically a neck and neck type of game last night. Game kept changing. The only time I think the Pistons got the lead in the fourth quarter, they was leading by 15 points, and then they took the lead. Well, they went on a 9-0 run in the third quarter, which kind of like put them over the hump and gave them that extra burst of energy to get the win. And then the next person I want to talk about, and that's going to be Jalen Durham, going off for 20 points, and then he had 19 rebounds, getting a double-double. So it's like that's big. For you to get 19 rebounds, show that you was playing great defense. You was in the paint. You was really trying to, get the ball for those rebounds, and you did just that. And you looked fantastic doing it. So I really just want to give you your props. I feel like all the starters did a great job last night. Jaden Ivey, he did fantastic, but I had to pick the 2 best that I felt like did amazing last night. So I went with the 2 that I've already announced. But yeah, everybody, the starters did an amazing job. So it's like big ups to you guys for, getting that win. Y'all snapping that 7-game losing streak. And it just looked good. And y'all looked amazing doing that. And now I just want to head to the Wizards. And that's talking about Tyus Jones. And he is a great point guard. Like, you have to give him his props. He knows how to watch the ball. He knows how to watch the court. Great ball movement, knowing who to pass the ball to, and knowing when to make the moves. Like, the next move before it happens, prior to it happening. And he ended up finishing the game. He had 22 points, 6 rebounds, and then 7 assists. So big ups to you. Like I said, we know him from being on the Grizzlies, but he's doing his thing with the Wizards, making it count, being a leader, stepping up to the plate when it's time to do that. So big ups to you, Jones, for that. And then the last person on the Wizards I want to talk about is going to be Kyle Kuzma, and he ended up finishing. He had 21 points, and then he had 8 rebounds, and he scored that before getting ejected. He got ejected in the fourth quarter, the last 2 minutes and 37 seconds of the game. Basically, he already had 2 techs. One for, I think he got into the ref face, the official's face, and then he basically continued to argue, giving him his second tech and getting kicked out of the game. So that's really like what happened last night with the game. Like I said, both teams did an amazing job. I just feel like the Pistons wanted it more. They played harder defense, and they just watched the ball, watched the court to get better plays and to go on to like that 15-point lead in the fourth quarter, having them win by 12 points last night. And then some trades that we want to talk about. And the first people I want to say, that's going to be Bagley and Livers. They got traded to the Wizards, basically coming from the Pistons, and then the Pistons was able to get Gallinari, and I'm probably going to say this last name wrong, but Muscala Muscala. I feel like I'm saying it right, but I could be wrong. But those are the two people that got traded to the Pistons last night. But at the end of the day, it was a very close game. Like I said, it just wasn't enough for the Wizards to, get the win. But it's all good. Like, good game, really good game. And it was good to see that the Pistons snapped that 7-game losing streak. So big ups to y'all. And so now we're just gonna head over to the West, and that's the Warriors and the Grizzlies. Unfortunately, the Warriors did not get the win last night, 107 to 116. Now y'all already know that the Grizzlies have 7 players out, not playing, injured, whatever the case may be. They ain't playing, so it's like for y'all to still get that win, that just shows a lot. Like, it shows greatness within y'all, that y'all know how to come together and that y'all know how to win a game without y'all key players or y'all starters or the people that y'all feel like y'all need to play the game. Y'all know how to do it without them, and that's just what they did. So we're just gonna head and talk about their stats, and the first person I want to talk about, and that's gonna be Vince Williams, going off for 24 points and 7 rebounds. He started last night, so it's just like big ups to you. And then the next person I want to talk about, that's going to be Gigi Jackson, and then he went off for 23 points. He had 6 rebounds, and I feel like with both of those players, what I love about it is like they get that opportunity to really show up for their team and really prove themselves. Like, yes, even though we don't get this many minutes, like in our regular season or whatever the case may be, we still get this point to like prove ourselves that we are still great players. We are still in the NBA, and we're just as talented as anybody else. And it just showed on the court last night, and I love that for them, that they really, that they were really able to get that opportunity. So we're just going to talk about the Warriors, and that is Curry. I just feel like he just needs some help around him. He ended up finishing the game. He had 26 points in it. He had 8 rebounds. So it's like big ups to you. But you could just tell like he's tired. I think he went 3 for 9 threes, if I'm not mistaken, last night. But it's a lot. It's a lot that's going on with the Warriors, and I just kind of, hope that they get everything that they need to get it back going and to like come back on top. Because right now I think they're like number 12 on the Western Conference, and that's not really like them, for them to be that low. But it's okay. I know they're gonna pick up the pieces, And then the next person I want to talk about coming off the bench, and that's gonna be Kuminga. Yeah, I said his name right. Kuminga going off for 20 points, and then he had 11 rebounds, getting a double-double. So for you to come off the bench and still get these great numbers, it was like big ups to you for doing that. And then the last person, y'all already know what we've been waiting for. That is Draymond being back. He finished the game. He had 7 points and he had 7 rebounds, and he played 24 minutes last night. The thing about the Warriors, the defense just was not there. Even Steve Kerr said that. He was like, we just had poor defense. We had poor defense. He was like, we had 19 turnovers, and the Grizzlies was able to score 30 points off of those 19 turnovers. And not even just that, the Warriors, they had 25 fouls to the Grizzlies 12 the whole entire game. And Steve Kerr was just basically like, they played a clean game, like point blank period. They was waiting to shoot the threes, and they was just really watching the court, really playing strategic basketball, and that's just what they did. And I feel like that's how they were able to get the win last night. So big ups to the Grizzlies, doing it like without y'all's starters, without the key players, without the players that people feel that y'all need. Y'all was still able to put on a show, and y'all were able to get the win, even with all of most of the healthy players that were back from the Wizards. I was talking about the Wizards, but from the Warriors. Although, we don't have Chris Paul, but it was like y'all still had most of y'all starters there. And so for y'all to get the win, y'all did y'all thing. So big ups to y'all for getting that. Y'all, that's really all I had. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. I need y'all to be productive. The freeze is almost over in Houston, so when we can get out tomorrow, I can go to the gym, do what I need to do. But yeah, I think that's all I had. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. I need y'all to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, don't forget to turn on your notification bell so y'all could be alerted when I post. Y'all know I'm gonna be back tomorrow with another review. Once again, I'm TB. Peace out. Bye.